Hello, everybody. Welcome to the challenge week for the GIFEW Impact platform on peace and consciousness. My name is Nienke van Bezooyen from the Netherlands, and I have with me Qatar. Qatar, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Ninka. Hi, my name is Qatar, and I am from Canada. I'm a transformational coach and facilitator and mediator. And I'm happy to be here as well to take up the challenge and to see how we can learn together.
Perfect, perfect. We agreed, Qatar and I, just to give you a bit of a context for the first couple of days from the challenge week, because we're going to dive into listening. And Qatar and I are real nice experts on that one. So what we created for you is a two-way road to listening. So what we're going to do first is to see how you're influenced by the mind in how you experience your listening. So we saw that a lot, isn't it, Qatar?
Yes, we did. We see it every day and we live it every day.
Exactly. So there are two great people in my life who really influenced me on this particular part. The first one is Scilla Alworthy, and Scilla Alworthy is a beautiful lady living in Oxford, and she is the founder of Business Plan for Peace platform, Peace Direct. She is a 3 times nominee for the Nobel Peace Prize in her really fighting for get rid of all the nuclear weapons. She's an amazing lady, running up to her 80s. And she really inspired me to do my inner work for the outer impact. And that's a beautiful thing. And the other one is Brené Brown with her work of vulnerability and how she handles that. So Qatar, who is really your source of inspiration?
Oh, I would say definitely Brené Brown has been an inspiration, especially when I found out about vulnerability and shame. I think that was a game changer for me. I would also say that just Oprah Winfrey, generally, the way that she's opened about the inner work and the inner struggle has really opened up the possibility for me to be there and listen to the inner longings and the inner pains. And I think most of all, what's really equipped me with the tools is the True Purpose Institute. Just going through the methodology, I really, really see how doing the inner work pays for the outer impact.
So who's the founder of the True Purpose Institute?
Oh, Tim Kelly.
Yes.
He's also the writer of the book.
Yes, yes, beautiful. So let's dive in and go to the place of listening. And what we really going to really are diving in for the method is just checking in if your reality is influenced by circumstances or what is real. So Brené Brown says it beautifully, that the story I tell myself. So if you are in a complex situation or when you feel this little bit of, I don't know, the mind takes over and you make your own reality. And Brené Brown peels off and say, well, I just am in a conversation with my people and say the story I tell myself around is. And I can say I had a pretty deep experience around that one. I think it's good to share. Is that okay, Qatar?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I faced a benign tumor in my head, and for that I needed to have my hair shorter instead of longer. And when I had to cut it off, my story I told myself was really taking over, because my dear husband, when we met, he asked me to let my hair grow longer and blonde and nice. So the story I was telling myself is, he doesn't love me when I cut my hair. And I was dwelling, really crying when I came back from the hairdressers. And he said, what's there, honey? I said, well, and then I switched it. The story I tell myself is, you can't love me when my hair is shorter. And, everything was fine. Of course it was fine. But speaking up, the story I told myself made a difference in our relationship. So this is really beautifully to test in your environment, to see what circumstances are really taking over and living your life. How do you listen to that? And how do you tweak it? So that's the first part we're going to cover. Anything I've forgotten, Qatar?
No, I really like the way you described it. And I would just add that I remember when that story was happening for you, and the impact that it had on you. It really had you for a couple of days, and you were feeling a little bit down.
Yep.
And I think we just want to acknowledge that real impact of the stories we tell ourselves.
Yeah. And what we're going to do with this challenge is sharing also on Facebook. And later on in the week, we have a sharing session. And well, I'm really looking forward to hear all your material as well. Just look on the emails, just look at the Facebook page, and let's catch up on the stories we tell ourselves.